Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. It's shitpost time. I have not had good luck with my dungeons so far. It's been great. It's been great fun, and I'm enjoying the challenge for sure. But I think there's something to be said about my inability to fucking pull it off, I guess. So, what's my new objective? I want to get through the first three. I want to complete Grasp of Avarice today. However, it is 7 p.m. for me right now. It's like 6:55. And I have to get off, say around 11. I think 11 p.m. To prep for a completely different stream. So, I have a deadline. I have 4 hours, which is honestly that's about exactly how long all of these streams have ended up going. The first one was almost exactly 4 hours. I think the second one was like 3 2/3. So, ladies and fucking gentlemen, we lock in. We're gonna try to see the end of Shattered Throne today, and the end of Pit of Heresy today. We're gonna fucking lock in. I'm gonna fucking pull it off. I'm not gonna be a bum. I'm in fact gonna do the exact opposite. I'm going to be a genius. I'm so locked. It's gonna be really funny if I really want to get through the end of Grasp of Avarice today. I almost did day 1. I'm still kind of salty about the fucking drag. I am a little bit bothered by that. And the more I've thought about it, the more I've had trouble trying to complete the dungeons past that point, I think the more it's bothered me. So, like, originally I was like, oh, I mean, it happens, you know, whatever. We'll just come back. We'll beat Pit of Heresy again. I haven't gotten back to Grasp of Avarice since then. Literally not once. Not once. I don't know why. I just can't do it. And it's so sad. I have tried. I have genuinely tried. So I need to try harder. That's the issue. This fucking shield phalanx, bro. That fucking phalanx that I hate. Come on. Alright, Infinity Snake. But no, yeah. I'm a lot more confident about today. I feel better. I need to be focused. I need to be locked the fuck in. But on the flip side, there is no flip side. That's it. I just need to lock in. It's really gonna be a bummer for me if I can't. But I think I can do it this time. I genuinely believe in myself this time. I think, because what fucked me up last time? I was actually doing pretty decent at Pit of Heresy last time. I died to a jump, and then I died to, like, the fucking totem encounter, because one of the knights that I was supposed to go after to pick up the ball fucking yeeted himself into a wall, and I couldn't catch up to him in time. Is that, you know, is that really my fault? You know, sometimes I wonder who gets to take the blame for the architects now that Bungie has stopped building the game. I can't blame Bungie anymore because they don't even acknowledge that their game exists. It's over. Who do we get to blame? Let's find out. Hang on. Let's think about this. We're asking the important questions here. What is that? Binary snake? Yes, it is. Wah, wah, wah. I will never get over. I don't know. I think I thought originally what they did was like they would pick a particular track from every new like expansion and shit, and they would add it to the Orbit catalog. That was my understanding. So like, I love the Orbit music, and then I think like, I think they did one for Lightfall, right? But I don't think they did one for Final Shape. I don't think Final Shape had a song that they explicitly added to the Orbit catalog. I think they just added a bunch. I might also be crazy. But like every time I would go through like Spotify and I would look at the music catalogs for each of the expansions, there would be one of them that I'd be like, oh yeah, wait, this one is part of the Orbit soundtrack for sure. So like I would like explicitly recognize that, you know? And now it's a little bit less so, question mark. I don't know. Love the Orbit music though. I could probably fall asleep to the Orbit music. Like I have trouble falling asleep. I have very overactive brain right when I'm trying to go to bed. So like I'll be exhausted all day. I'll be exhausted trying to make myself food. I'm like, dude, I don't have the energy to fucking pour cereal into a bowl. Which is like, that's an unhinged thing to say, I know, trust me. But like, that's the truth. That's actually genuinely what happens to me sometimes. And then I'm going to bed. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, dude, I need to fall asleep so I'm not exhausted again tomorrow. I need to fall asleep. I need to fall asleep. And so I'm trying to go to bed, and I get like just every thought that I had the opportunity to have throughout the day, it's just suddenly I'm having it right now instead. Like, for some insane, stupid, dumbass fucking reason, my brain has decided that this is the opportunity for shit like that. Like, it's beyond, like, I think because I know I got diagnosed with, like, GAD at one point. That was fun. I don't know if it's as much that as just, like, my brain just genuinely doesn't know when it's supposed to be awake. Like the what's the part of the brain that like recognizes that it's nighttime and distributes melatonin? Okay, hang on. So here's a little bit of a like neuroanatomy lesson, I guess. The way that your brain, so okay, let's back up a little bit. Your brain gets tired at nighttime and is less tired during the daytime intentionally. Is a part of your brain. It's I guess you could call it a process. I don't know. It could be considered a process. It's called the circadian rhythm. And so what the circadian rhythm does, if you think about like, I guess like Latin, circa is like around, and then diem or like dien or whatever the fuck is like day. So it's around the day. It's throughout the whole day, right? So the circadian rhythm, what it does is it is a part of your brain function or your brain process that recognizes when it is sleep time and when it is awake time. So generally speaking, it will recognize, hey, it's nighttime, that means it's sleep time. Go the fuck to bed. Or it will recognize, hey, it's daytime, that means it's not go the fuck to bed time. Let's maybe not go the fuck to bed. That's more or less how it works. And I know originally, like back before the advent of like light bulbs, and this is actually a really fun fact that I learned about relatively recently. Back before the advent of artificial lighting and light bulbs and shit like that, I guess they had like candles, but it wasn't quite as effective nor as widespread. They would use the nighttime. They would actually wake up for about an hour around midnight. So people wouldn't sleep in singular, like, long 8-hour chunks. They would get like 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and then they'd wake up and everybody would just like hang out in the middle of the night for like an hour. You'd just kind of sit up, chat, maybe eat a snack or something, I don't know. And then they would go back to bed for another 3 or 4 hours and then wake up. But like modern lighting and light bulbs and shit like that has forced the human brain to consolidate its period of rest. And so the way that works, and this is what I was getting to, is the suprachiasmatic nucleus is a part of the brain that receives I guess like light input. So it's a part of the brain that recognizes specifically when your environment is particularly bright out. So it will go, hey, there's a bunch of lights on in this room. And it will think, that means the sun's up. That means it's daytime. So the human brain has evolved to specifically recognize, like, that condition of the human experience. Of, you know, being awake during the day, being asleep at night. And it operates in a way that only when it thinks it's nighttime will it distribute melatonin to your what part of the brain receives the melatonin? There's actually a number of portions of the brain, I think, that like receive the melatonin. I don't know. But that's what it does. It will specifically say, it'll be like, okay, I think it's daytime because this amount of light is coming through, so it means, like, you know, like that's the sun's up. Which is part of the reason why, like, doctors and therapists and whatever will recommend not going to sleep with the lights on, or not going to sleep, like, after, not being, like, on some sort of screen or whatever, like, right before bed. They give you, like, an hour, I think. They're like, make sure you're not on your phone, you're not, like, whatever, go read a book or something. Because, funnily enough, blue light actually hyperactivates the suprachiasmatic nucleus. As opposed to, just, like, sunlight, like it was supposed to. Blue light not only causes extra strain on your retinas and on your eyes, but it like overactivates the suprachiasmatic nucleus. So it makes it harder for your brain to recognize when you're done with the day, when the day is over, and when it's supposed to be distributing that melatonin, and when it's time to go to bed again. That was a really strange rant. I don't know why I was talking about that. Oh, that's why. Because I think I've so thoroughly damaged, I guess, my my suprachiasmatic nucleus, because I'm gonna be honest, I go in bed, I go to bed, I go on my phone in bed all the time. I'm scrolling reels in bed fucking all the time. It's actually probably not a great thing. All the fucking time, dude. It's kind of nuts, actually. And so, while I'm doing this shit, I've done it, like, genuinely so often that I think my brain struggles to identify, like, what time of day it is anymore. Like, my suprachiasmatic nucleus genuinely doesn't trust anything. Because, like, there's an element of, like, neurobiological cognitive dissonance involved now, where, like, it's not just my brain, it's daytime and my brain thinks it's nighttime, and it's nighttime and my brain thinks it's daytime. It's like my brain has been taught that nighttime is daytime for so long, and then anytime I get, like, a real break from my terrible sleeping habits, and I get, like, forced to, because I went on, like, a vacation relatively recently, It was about like 2 weeks long, and so I was like forced into having a normal enough sleep schedule, right? Where I'm awake during the day and asleep at night. And that fucked me up like crazy. Because I'm so used to it being the other way around. So, like, my circadian rhythm would be like, okay, I know about what time of day it is right now. And I think based on that, I should be awake. And then I look outside, and it's like the sun's down, and nobody else in the house is awake. And everybody's going to bed, and we're all putting fucking pajamas on or whatever the hell. I don't know. They got their showers. Everybody's cozied up. I slept on the couch a lot. It was kind of nice, actually. Because I didn't have to sleep in the same room as a lot of people. And so we would... Like, I don't know, I was just so, like, thrown off by it being a normal time of the day at that normal time of the day. I don't know, the way I'm explaining it sounds so stupid now that I'm, like, hearing it out loud. It's just like, yeah, it's daytime during the day. But, like, I don't go do stuff. Like, I have a job. But, like, beyond that, I'm not going out and, I guess I'll go get gas or do errands or shit. I don't know. It's not frequent, I suppose, that I end up fucking whatever, I don't know. That I end up going out and like doing shit. If I'm hanging out with my friends, a lot of the times it's online. If I'm hanging out, like if I want to go spend time with people, very rarely anymore is it, yeah, let's go to the mall, let's go swimming, because everything, you go out and like hanging out now, it just costs a bunch of fucking money. Like, you can't just go have a good time with the homies anymore, you know? You have to go and like, let's go fucking buy shit, let's go fucking get a ticket for this movie that we could just watch online. Via completely legal means, by the way. I don't know, but yeah, it's just like I don't have a lot of good reasons to go out and like do stuff anymore. So anytime I go out, it's for work or it's like an errand or something. Like I'm going and getting gas or like I'm getting food or some shit. I'm going out to eat. Or like I don't know. I'll go to Walmart and buy like obscene amounts of fucking Mike and Ike's sometimes. Like I went and purchased like 10 pounds of Mike and Ike's at Walmart at one point. And I don't regret it at all, by the way. Mike and Ike's are fucking delicious. I love Mike and Ike's. Shout out Mike. And also Ike, I suppose. He's okay. He's alright as well. But yeah, like, that's kind of the only time I'm, like, going out and, like, doing shit. So then I get to a point where, like, what in the... Hello. I get to a point where my brain doesn't have the external stimulus to begin regulating its circadian rhythm to a proper schedule. So then whenever I actually do get that, my brain gets so confused because I'm just like, I'm on my computer or I'm on my phone at like 3 in the morning. And my brain is like, yeah, this is normal. We're gonna go to bed in about an hour. Meanwhile, like, everybody's been asleep for like 5. And this is like oh shit. This is a genuinely consistent thing too. It's not like this is an infrequent kind of thing that I've done to myself. I am very frequently up, probably later than would be most optimally healthy, I reckon. Which, you know, I think I've come to terms with this point. The only caveat there is, like, I just need to make sure that I'm not waking people up in my house. So, like, if I'm up at 3 in the morning and everybody else is asleep, you know, it's not like I live alone. Would it be kind of neat to live alone? Would that be, a little bit more in my favor, perhaps? Yeah, because then I could just be up and do whatever the fuck I want and not have to worry about waking people up. But, like, is that currently my reality? No. So do I have to be a little more careful around the house at fucking 3 in the morning when I decide to get a bowl of chips? Or when I decide to fucking... I don't know. When I'm doing whatever the hell I'm doing? Yeah, probably. So, I don't know. It's an interesting reality I've stuck myself in. Very strange how that works. Also, I love that, like, I'm basically done with this dungeon already, and for the duration of the entire fucking dungeon, I have literally just talked about, like, the anatomy of the brain. And my absolute fucked up sleep schedule. That's all I've done this entire time. This is peak content, by the way. There we go. Shattered Throne. Alright. See, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Not that bad at all. We got another Canis Major. None of these rolls are good. I'm gonna keep these as infusion fuel for when I need other DPS weapons. How was that run? 20.5 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. Alright, what are we on to? We are on to Pit of Heresy. Light work, light work, light work, light work. What else do I want to talk about? I should probably have, like a list of, conversation topics or some shit before I start streaming, just so I don't go dead on the line or accidentally yap about the super chiasmatic nucleus for 20 minutes. I feel like that would be a little beneficial. I don't know. We got 1 concurrent viewer. Hell yeah, bro. Shout out my 1 concurrent viewer. You the goat for real. In case you are unfamiliar with the rules of the challenge, I am conducting... I think I put them in the video description this time, finally. Because I've stopped being a fucking moron. That way I don't have to continue, like, re-explaining the video every time. Or the stream challenge every time. But basically the way it works is I've lined up all the 11 dungeons in the game. From, in my opinion, and... in the opinion of some of my friends, we've kind of made a list of easiest to hardest to solo. Like, to solo flawless. At least probably for me, for sure. So which one would be, like, the easiest to solo flawless? We put Shattered Throne at the bottom, for sure. Just because, I mean, as we've seen, that's the one I've obviously completed the most number of times for this challenge. And my running time is about 20 minutes at this point. It is objectively probably the easiest dungeon to solo flawless. Like, that's just not even a question. So that's at the bottom of the list. And then at the top of the list, we actually have Vesper's Host. Just because I've heard a lot of bad things about trying to solo flawless that dungeon. So yeah. Best of luck to me, I guess. And so the way this challenge works is I go around and I go up this list. This is burger, sandwich, X. Oh boy. I go down this list of dungeons, from easiest to hardest again, and I try to solo flawless them in order. So, like, the first one I did, Shattered Throne, I got that solo flawless done. I was like, alright, cool. We've solo flawless Shattered Throne. Now we go up to this next one here, we're doing Pit of Heresy. So I'm solo flawlessing Pit of Heresy. If I succeed on the Pit of Heresy solo flawless, I go up to the third dungeon on the list, which is Grasp of Avarice. And so that's actually my goal for today's stream, is just a complete Grasp of Avarice. That'd be great. If I could pull that off, I would be in very good mood about the challenge. If, however, I cannot succeed at the Grasp of Avarice solo flawless, or the Pit of Heresy solo flawless, actually. So, like, if I fail this solo flawless attempt, instead of trying to restart Pit of Heresy, I actually go down one rung on my list. So I would go back down to Shattered Throne. And then a similar situation arises if I succeed at Pit of Heresy, and then I fail at Grasp of Avarice. Rather than retrying just Grasp of Avarice, I will retry Pit of Heresy again. So every failure has me descending a rung on my list. Oh my goodness, I forget how much energy it drains to just put down the fucking sword. That's so inconvenient. Come on, stick him. There we go. Beautiful. So, I think I've called it what I called it a Matryoshka Gauntlet, as named after like the Russian nesting. Oh, is it really? Holy shit. Microphone. Top 10 content, by the way. Let me turn this up in OBS real quick. Is that a little bit better? It'd be an insane bummer if I lost fucking all that to, Is that louder? Okay. the all caps yep says a lot. Getting two very different readings from you guys. I can, yes. I'm not 100% sure how low my mic quality is, or how, not mic quality, I guess, but the mic volume now. It's not going too bad. Originally, the last couple streams I've done on this challenge, I have not done too hot, but like, I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at right now. There is an ogre fucking at the door. I don't like that at all. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about where this challenge is now, which is pretty good news for me. I feel pretty confident about today. I'm gonna need a new sword, aren't I? Just to, like, put down this fucking ogre. No, wait! Okay, hang on. Let me listen to the stream on YouTube real quick. Hang on. Okay, I think you might just be rage baiting, because it sounds fine on my end. Do you just have it, like, do you just have the stream as a whole kind of low? That might be the issue, because, like, for me, like, it's pretty decently balanced, I think. Unless, like, my thing is fucked up for some reason. Okay, so that would have helped to, mention at first then. Yeah, I think that could theoretically be a relevant factor. I wonder if having Death Stranding blasting makes it easier or harder to hear my fucking stream. Did he? Okay, that's what I thought. Is like, after you first mentioned to turn it up, I turned it up a little bit, and then I got it like a full caps. Like, I was like, how about that? Is that better? And he was like, yes. I was like, okay, Jesus. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I Vesper's host went. Vesper's host Vesper's host when I learn how to play the game a little bit better, you know? Here, how about this? I can turn my mic up. We'll put it at 0 in OBS. We'll put it at pretty much this is the max volume I can put it at without some overtuning stuff happening. See here, and so here's the thing: is I have had no need to make a better build yet. Like, every time I've died in one of these attempts before, it is not because the build hasn't, like, performed well enough. It's because I am just stupid. So, like, when I get into the actual harder dungeons, yeah, I'm gonna need to start tuning my builds to the dungeon a little bit better. But, like, as of now, I just need to fucking not be dumb. Like, I need to not die to the ogres, or blow myself up, or get body blocked by a dreg 2 DPS phases from beating Grasp of Avarice. So, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, yes, this is the perfect solo flawless loadout to be using everywhere. Grasp? Like Grips of Ava's Rice? But yeah, I'm never gonna sit here and say this is the optimal solo flawlessing build. But it's not like it's been doing poorly. Right, like, I think it's been handling itself. I would say so, at least. And, you know, sure, maybe there's a bias in there somewhere. Who knows? I think it's been fine, though. You know? And again, later, like, when I actually find myself needing to tune my build to the dungeon I'm working on at the time, a little bit more specifically, like, once I get up to probably, I reckon Duality is going to be a bit of a turning point for me. Yeah, and again, that's the thing, is, like, I'm not doing, like, a fuck ton of DPS, for sure. How does he see me? How does he see me? Literally, how does that happen? I don't understand. I don't get it. But yeah, no, I don't think I've done, like, phenomenal, DPS, for sure. I've got Silence and Squall equipped, so there's something to be said about that. But at the same time, I think in my eyes, the criterion for a solo flawless build is not damage, it is survivability. And I think the amount of, like, stasis, the Grim Harvest shards that I'm making for Untold Greed and for Frost Armor completely trump any and all. Like, I threw 1 grenade. I'm at max stacks of Frost Armor, and I got another, like, 15 to 20 stacks of Untold Greed. 1 grenade. So I think there's probably more survivability that I have than damage. But I think it has good ad clear. Like, really good crowd control on stasis. It has a decent damage. Like, it's, again... What in the world? Decent damage, for sure. I think... I just need to not, die. And I also get that, like, there is the angle that some people have where it's like, well, the more damage you do, the fewer phases you need, so the less survivability matters. I think if I can get one phase, like, if I can get a single damage phase and get back to wherever I started, like, that's proof of concept, right? So, like, if I'm struggling to survive a damage phase because I've optimized for damage, I think there's an element there of, is it worth the risk? Because on one end, it's like, I just straight up don't know if I can survive, but I only need to survive for, like, 3 phases because I've got a booger's loadout on and it's going insane. There's the other perspective of, like, it's going to take 7 phases for me to complete this encounter. However, the more I do it, the more consistent I get at staying alive, and I'm less worried about my ability to stay alive now. Oh, I forgot I can go up here. Holy shit. Hold the PH1. Hang on. Please don't let him be fucking right behind me. Am I okay? I'm okay. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. But no, yeah, I think I'm less worried about my ability to do adequate damage than I am to just stay alive. So, like, and that's my personal choice. Like, I know, again, it's really a question of, like, well, is that optimal? Probably not. But, like, I like the fact that I can throw down a Silence and Squall and maybe not necessarily get, like, optimal damage. But, like, it freezes. And freezing allows my Shatter Grenade to do more damage. It keeps them slowed, so, like, it makes them probably easier to hit. I would imagine, at least. Yo, open the fucking door. God damn it. Not this shit again. Hang on. Fuck, I might be fucked. Hang on. Nope, I'm good. Me when I lock in. I rode on top of that ogre. But yeah, I don't know. They're, like, Silence and Squall is a good super for me for damage phases. And again, not a good super in terms of it puts out the most damage, or it gets the phase over the fastest, or, like, it's the most effective boss DPS. Like, I don't know. I'm not worried about that. Could worrying about that make the challenge easier? In some cases, yeah, probably. But, like, is that the highest up on my radar of things I need to be concerned about? No, not really. And that's just my opinion. That is my particular take on what is and isn't worth focusing on. For me, for me. We're already back here. So this is where I died most recently. This is where I ended off my last run on Monday, I believe. Was this encounter. So the fact that I'm already here, no deaths, no major concerns yet, I'm feeling pretty decent about this run. And again, I kind of have a hard out at 11. Because I gotta go prep for another stream. But I'm in a pretty good spot right now. So I think it is not impossible that I make it to Prophecy. Whether I can succeed at Prophecy is kind of a different question. Dude, that middle section up there, that one always just pisses me off. It's absolutely the farthest away. I think if I get to Prophecy, like I've beaten Grasp of Avarice for the day, and I've gotten to Prophecy, I think I need to sit down and like reevaluate how good do I feel about where I am right now. Like, do I feel like I can handle... My god, these fucking boomer knights, bro. But yeah, I think there's gonna be probably a moment of like, do I have the time? Do I feel competent enough with Prophecy to try and go for a Prophecy attempt? Or do I think what's probably the most worth my time at the moment is something else? Because I wouldn't mind, you know, ending the stream on a victory. Like, both the times I've ended it, the last two streams, where I was like, okay, I think I'm done for the day, was at a moment of, like, I think I'm fucked right now, and I need, you know, breathe, you know, recoup, come back next time, you know? That kind of situation. It would be neat if I could be like, cool, I've beaten Grasp of Avarice. That's like 3 of the 11 in one day. Not bad. Not a bad spot at all. And that would be a nice kind of note to end on. In no world would I have any major qualms with that, for sure. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That's the one that sucks. Absolutely sucks the most. So yeah, I don't know. It'd be fun to end on a win. Part of me does also want to take a shot at Prophecy, though, you know? Like, again, Prophecy, it's still, like, my only 4th on my list, right? I'm not, like, fucking terrified of it. But, like... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I needed to come back. I needed to come back. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I don't want to die to Curse of Suffering. I don't know how many stacks of Curse of Suffering kills you, also. 0 probably won't kill me, though. I think I'm good. There it is. Alright, alright, alright. Thank goodness. Holy shit. Okay. But yeah, basically what I was trying to say is I think I would like to try Prophecy, but I'm saying that now, not knowing where my head will be at later. You know, in case I've beaten Grasp and I go, yeah, I think that's enough for the day, and I just hop off. Because again, I do have a hard out at 11. So I gave myself 4 hours max for this stream. But, you know, looking at how far I've been already and how far into the stream I am, I'm like 50 minutes into the stream. And I'm already almost at Zulmak with 0 deaths for the day, which is really good compared to some of my other, you know, progress margins I've been at, I guess. Was it not? Oh, no, it was Vex Head. Oh, fuck. I thought it was Eiffel Tower. I just can't read. That's my bad. So yeah, you know, part of me is thinking like, man, it would be so neat if I could. And then part of me is thinking like, well, yeah, but you know, if I fail Prophecy, am I gonna feel like really bummed out? Is Prophecy like my first Prophecy run of the entire challenge so far? Do I want to try that being 3 dungeons deep in the day, even if I haven't gotten any losses for the day? Like, let's say, you know, I get to Prophecy completely flawless for the day, and I go, man, I'm in a really good spot. But if I try Prophecy for the first time in a hot minute, just gun it down for a solo flawless, am I going to lose too much stamina, you know? Like, am I gonna run out of energy? Because that is kind of a concern of mine, is like, you know, maybe I just don't fully have it in me after Prophecy, and, you know, I fail at a Prophecy run. Because I would be impressed if I managed to pull off the Prophecy run. I fucked up. God damn it. Golly. The instant I made the jump, I knew I was dead. Yeah. That's unfortunate. But no, the, even still, I would be impressed if I make it to the Prophecy run and get it down first try. So I'm anticipating having to go back to Grasp, and I don't know if I want to try Grasp again after, oh, that's raids, after, you know, after failing at Prophecy. I don't know, it's a whole layer of concerns, whatever. I think it would be nice to try Prophecy, but of course, you know, I was a little bit more confident in being able to get there before I just fell in a pit right before the Zolmak fight. So I am stupid. I'm a genius. And see, and I think this is probably the worst feeling out of everything in the challenge, is if you lose a solo flawless normally, like right before the boss fight, it feels bad because you have to restart the entire thing, and you've done up the entire dungeon, and you have to restart the entire dungeon, and it's kind of a bummer. If you lose right before a boss fight in this challenge, and you have to restart the entire thing after doing the entire thing previously, it feels like it's twice the work. It is. It's twice the work, it's twice the bummer. So the fact that I've died now twice to falling off the cliff in that fucking jumping section in Pit of Heresy is just like, that is a bummer. Because that's a hard thing to maintain motivation in. Not even like, wow, I feel so demotivated now. But like, you know, it's not the greatest feeling in the world, for sure. I don't know. It's you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess, right? But also, again, I've mentioned this before, the stakes are so low down at this level because it's literally Pit of Heresy and Shattered Throne. That's all I'm doing. The stakes are like just actually in the floor. Oh, I die here too. Nope, I save it. Let's fucking go. I'm capable of saving a jump when I'm 5 minutes into the first dungeon of the challenge, but I can't save a jump when I'm 30 minutes into the second one. I'm a genius, by the way. God, you know that meme? I've seen that meme a couple times on Instagram. Where it's like me when my POV, I drop my phone, but my superhuman reflexes allow me to swat it away from landing safely on my bed, and it ends up slamming like fucking Mach 2 into the wall. I love that post. It's really entertaining. That's what it feels like right now. It's like, wow, I can save a jump right before having to restart 5 minutes into the easiest dungeon of all time. But I can't save a jump right before the boss fight of the second rung of my ladder. It's like, where are my priorities at? $69 fish. Alrighty. I have absolutely, like, fully memorized this area, though. Like, fully, completely memorized it. Which is nice. Holy shit. I probably don't want to be standing there with a phalanx boss. There we go. Infinity Snake. And the last one should be normal fish? Pineapple upside down fish, I guess? I don't know. It's either just the 6 or just the 9. Yeah, so guys, what are we thinking? Is this the 6 fish or the 9 fish? Because it's half of the 69 fish, for sure. Is it 6 or is it the 9? I guess the real question is, do we think it's the top or the bottom? Chad, what are we thinking? Top 10 engagement, by the way. Like, my first inclination is it's probably the 6. Just because, like, I don't know. If you read it, like, you read it like top to bottom, right? Like, it's 6 and then 9. And so this one's evidently on the top. So, like, I would say it's probably the 6. Like, the 6 fish, I don't know. But it could also be the 9 fish. I'm not 100% certain. So it does depend. I suppose we could ask it. I don't know. I don't know if that's on the table or not. I hadn't really considered that. We just have to, you know, as a human race, come together and figure out how to commune with the 6 fish or the 9 fish. That would be an impressive feat for the human race. I feel like us as people, we could be proud of that. Our species figured out how to commune with the fish. That's an interesting thing as well. I wonder what it'd be like. Hello, language. Whatchamacallit? Language is really cool, right? But I am curious about, like, I know there's a lot of, you know, like stories or whatever that exist in media about like, oh yeah, what if you were able to talk to animals? I guess the most recent one is probably the Hoppers movie. Is a interesting take on that. I think I haven't actually seen it, but I have seen trailers, so I understand the fundamental concept. I feel like it's executed very strangely to me though, because I know, like, obviously it's fictionalized and whatnot, but there's very little basis in at least the mechanics of it. Because I know a lot of animal dialogue is actually just body language and like vibes. So like I have cats. I have 4 pet cats. And to my understanding, the way cat language works is it is very less, or a lot less strongly based in verbiage or even the tone of like how they're meowing, and more, I think they like smell each other's vibes, right? Somebody can fact check me on that. I don't know if anybody cares enough to Google how cats talk. But that's been at least my understanding, is they can just like get each other's vibes from scent and like, I don't know, just general vibe. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy for that. Yo, hang on, chill. No! Oh, that's actually so sad. That's actually so sad. There's no way, bro. You have to be shitting me. No, hang on. That is a bummer. Fucking fell off. I didn't even know he could hit me from that far off. That is way more range than I thought they had. That is so sad. All right. Again, that's one of those things. What was I? I was maybe like 10 minutes into that run. Yo, stop opening my fucking vault. Holy cow. Okay. Let's try this bullshit again. But anyway, back onto the concept of talking with animals. Because that's very impactful dialogue. What's the other one? I know, bees like twerk. Like bees and other assorted insects of that similar category. I think hornets do as well. And like wasps and shit. But they dance and shit. And that's how they talk. That has nothing to do with buzzing. So like the bee movie, I understand there's a lot wrong with it. Like just like scientifically. I guess that's just like another thing. But like I don't know, not even an attempt to like stay true to the actual logistics of it. They're just like, oh yeah, I don't know, make them talk. But I know also is like that would impact its consumability. So like it would be probably harder to watch a bee movie that tried to stay truer to the logistics of bee dialogue than one where they just talk like people. Especially considering that like one of the major points of the movie is the dialogue of the bee and the fucking random woman, which is still so bizarre to me, by the way, but oh well. I know I'm not the only one who has that that take. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably like a hot spot between. I don't know. You can do like some fucking calculus optimization of like if you draw out a graph of like realistic versus consumable, like how consumable is it versus how realistic you get with the mechanics of the bee dialogue or whatever animal we're focusing on for the particular movie. Because I know for sure, like I think to make movies more watchable, they a lot of the times they do get like watered down from the original concept. So like if you read the original Martian book, for example, the movie omits a whole lot of the particular math and like the science behind a lot of the stuff the guy does, but the book stays pretty true to a lot of it. Like the book gets down and like really, really specific about how certain mechanics work, and it gets pretty accurate too. Like the author does their best to keep the science and whatever of the story very realistic. And then you get the movie where it's not necessarily like they do the science poorly. I think they just don't do the science. Like you just don't see it happen. It's kind of more implied. It's like, oh, he's a science guy doing the science stuff on Mars so he can get back home. I guess if you haven't seen The Martian, I don't think any of that was a spoiler, because he gets stuck on Mars in like the first fucking 10 minutes of the movie. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a I don't want to say a fatal flaw of movies in general, because I don't think it's the movie's fault necessarily that they have to, I guess, dumb down. I can't think of a better word for that, because it's not exactly, it carries the wrong connotation for what I'm trying to say, I guess. But it's maybe a fatal flaw of the way we approach the industry as a whole. That like people just don't want to watch stuff that makes logistical, like mechanical sense. They just want to consume media that's entertaining. And so like if B's talking via normal ass dialogue is more entertaining than trying to do anything actual B dialogue related, then I mean, really, is that really anybody's fault at that point, or is that just like just how that is? I guess I don't know. Insane ass rant. I was not expecting. What the fuck? Micah 10's training. New exotic order acquired. What the fuck does that mean? How do I even access this bullshit? I actually forgot. Hang on. Is it in here? No, it's not. Is it here? It is here. Legendary payout. That's very weird. Okay. Oh, hang on. This bullshit. Hey, free stuff. Light guard cloak. I don't need you. You're a 500. It's my first 500 anything, literally ever, by the way. I don't care about that. Fuck. Huh. I'll keep that. I don't know. Hang on to it. I don't care about this main ingredient. I know I have a better main ingredient. I literally don't care about this main ingredient at all. Alright. We're gonna get through this section. We're gonna get through the fucking bridge. And then we're not going to fucking die to the ogres pushing me off the ledge again. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. I swear to fuck. If I die to these fucking ogres again, I need to rethink my life choices a little bit. Granted, it would be a little bit impressive to have, you know, that consistently have been my major folly. Is just ogres everywhere. No matter the context, it's always just fucking ogres. Or not in... Alright, never mind. I'm not fucking ogres, don't worry. That'd be very strange. Taken Hobgoblin. Alright. It's this bullshit section. This section isn't even hard. There's in no part of this section is, I guess really no part of this dungeon is difficult. But like, this section is not difficult. It's just I have to have the patience to not fucking run it down mid, you know? Like, I desperately want to just sprint down the bridge and not give a single damn about anything that's shooting me. And I think feasibly I could. Like, hang on, let's try. Well, no, I have to kill the stuff at the end here, for sure. At least the phalanxes, because they would fuck me up. I think, if anything, it's probably the hobgoblins. Because the hobgoblins, like, fucking snipe you. And that shit is a problem, for sure. Getting sniped is not ideal. Okay, we're back here. For, like, the quintillionth time. This guy's not gonna show his fucking face. There he is. Pull up, twin. Die. Can this fucker shoot me from over there? I don't know. I don't want to chance it right now. Can he shoot me from here? I think he can, because that's what I died to last time, is I was about right here. I didn't think he could get me, and then he did get me, and it actually fucked me the fuck up. I was, that was a bad time for me, for sure. Okay. What does the next spawn out look like? There's another dude here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Gorgeous, fabulous, amazing, beautiful. This is a spinny ball. Okay, so we're going this way. This section, genuinely, maybe the most harrowing section of the entire dungeon, just because it's so easy to die to my own stupidity. Like, they make it so easy to just fucking be stupid and die. Okay. I'm not dying to that for the rest of this run. Nice. Hopefully, I'm done with this dungeon soon, you know? I would like to get back to Pit of Heresy, because I feel good about Pit of Heresy. Again, I don't have a hard time with Pit of Heresy as much... I guess I kind of do. The ogre encounter is kind of annoying, and the totem encounter is actually a little bit stressful. So maybe I don't have a hard time with Pit of Heresy, but I definitely don't have as easy of a time as I do with this, for sure. Everything past the totem encounter should be fine. I just keep accidentally jumping off the map there. Which is really, that's just kind of a shame. It is a bummer. So it would be beneficial if I stopped doing that. I know I have kept a streak, for this dungeon at least, of never once dying after I've passed the Spire statue, which is cool. Not once dying past the Spire statue. Okay, hang on. Is that a bug, or is Shattered Throne just like that at this point? Like, do I just not heal in Shattered Throne naturally? Does it require me to pick up stuff to heal me? Because I noticed that earlier, and I thought it was a bug, but I still have it. Is it like a post-thrallway thing? Am I insane? Am I just schizo posting? Have I never noticed that? What are the odds that's a real mechanic? Like, genuine. That would be unhinged. That would be my best guess, right? Like, I can't imagine that's a real thing. So if something is causing it, it's probably the thrallway. I have the wrong resistances on. I might be fucked. I didn't change my resistances from earlier. Three petitioner's marks. Petitioner's burden. Motherfucker beaming me down, bro. Alright, fuck this hoe. Okay, well, whatever is causing this bug, I'm not a fan of it, because I just straight up don't heal past red in this entire DPS phase, and it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uneasy, I don't like it. Okay. Theoretically, we keep my streak. I don't die. I'll be okay, I think. Theoretically, we could hope. I do hope, you know? Oh, that's a first. I haven't gotten that line before. Me when I respite at last. Okay. Hopefully we keep that streak of every time I pass the Spire chest, or the statue, fuck. I am guaranteed... Yo. As I'm talking about staying alive, I genuinely almost slime myself out by forgetting to press the jump button. And now I'm stuck in the red. Until further notice. This is peak, by the way. This is peak gameplay. Are they shooting my stasis crystal? That's so weird. It's okay. Literally everything I do creates fucking Grim Harvest shards. And those heal me. Like nothing in the world matters. You don't even have to kill the Ascended Sentinel. What? I did not know that. I thought you had to kill him to activate the elevator. Holy shit. Why? What is he there for then? There's the guy earlier who, like, you have to kill him to open the door. This dungeon is so strange. I genuinely don't understand what's happening. Most of the time. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hello, free frost armor. I love free frost armor. What, did he not die? Really? Or no, not did he not die. I guess he didn't die to my Cryostasia, though. Alright, we go to the right. That's not the correct direction. We're going this way. There we go. More frost armor. Yes. More frost armor. Hooray. Alright, we're back up to the Duel and Karu fight. We're right back up there. And maybe, just maybe, I actually lock in. Who knows? Oh, I forgot there's a second elevator. Hang on. Last time I did this, like, the first time I did this section today, I, like, absolutely floored these knights. So maybe I can do that again. Who knows? I got that one. I got that one, I got that one. Boom. Boom, boom. Finite Thought. 3 stacks. And we're fucking gunning her down again. Pull up Twinity. There it is. Alright, what was that runtime? 2:25. Okay, I shaved off exactly 5 seconds. I am the best who ever did it, you know? Alright. Go grab 35,000 Glimmer, I guess. I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do a bit of Heresy again. And we're gonna try to not get fucking obliterated by the floor not being in a location. That would certainly suck. And by that I mean, you know, me missing a jump, but we don't have to worry about that. It's okay. My chest is currently bringing me down a lot. That's unfortunate. If I could get that up to 499, 500, that'd be neat. Alright, let's see it. We're gonna do the Necropolis run again. Whenever I think about, like, the dungeons in their sequence, you know? Like, Pit of Heresy feels like I've got a lot to deal with right now still. But then I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, alright, what are the encounters? We got Necropolis. We got the Ogres. We got the Totem. We got the jump around bit that I keep falling through the floor in. And then we have Zulmak. That's it. That's literally it. Which is actually not that bad, considering one of them, you could argue two of them, are DPS encounters. Actually not that bad, which is, I don't know, strange to think about. I feel pretty good about Necropolis as well. I think the one concern I have for Necropolis, again, and this is going to be the running theme of me being dumb and stupid and dumb, the one real concern I have in Necropolis, in this encounter here, is, like, I have some strange urge to keep a hold of the sword I get. Like, it's completely irrational. There's swords, I can go pick up swords at literally any other location. Turret, sandwich, Vex head, okay. I can go get swords fucking all over the place, but for some reason, I feel the need to get, like, to use the same sword I've got and to, like, fully use it out. Like, I want to optimize the first sword I get. And I don't know why. Like, this sword here, I want to... Every time, I hope the first encounter I get is the wizard encounter, because that's the easiest one to optimize over. That's an ogre. Just beaming me down. Top 10 ogre. Yeah, wizard. Okay. That was a little less than optimal. Maybe we don't kill me, you know? What if just, like, theoretically... Oh my goodness, guys, look, I'm regenning again. There's no thrallway bug when I'm in a completely different... That's the wrong one! Wait, what?! You can use your super on any of them. Hold the fucking phone. Hang on. This is new tech. This tech will completely change my rotations, perhaps. No, why would it do that? It has no need to do that. There's no immediate demand for my rotations to take any amount of change. It's the Shrieker, okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fabulous, fabulous. No, hang on. Get out of the way. There we go. Then Vex head is across the way. All right. Yeah, actually, similarly to the opening encounter of Shattered Throne, this encounter involves running around to designated symbol locations and killing yellow bars. And again, similarly to the opening encounter of Shattered Throne, I have this area pretty much memorized. Like what? This is Vex head and the big X on this side. Oh, and this... Or no. Yeah, big X. The plug. Big X the plug. He's the biggest, the largest. Yo, actually fuck that guy. Actually fuck that guy. Okay, it does. Okay. Nice. So now I have this 19 energy to kill this last guy. And again, this is the thing, is like, I'm trying to optimize using like a single sword. I don't know why. I feel the need to, you know? I don't know if it's like, because I don't do a lot of speed runs in Destiny 2, right? Absolutely I don't. Not really my area of expertise, I'll be honest. I think, you know, maybe, I think I'm the type of person who has, for sure, the potential to optimize the shit out of a game so well that, like, I could probably pull off a speedrun if I knew the exact rotations and whatnot. I think I'd be okay enough at that. Are there obviously people better than me at it? Oh, yeah, for sure. But, like, could I potentially pull off a speedrun? Yeah, I'd imagine so. But, like, I've never done Destiny 2 speedruns, you know? Like, it's not, like a thing I do. It's not a habit I've made. So I don't exactly know, like, where that urge is coming from, you know? Refusal of the call. Holy glaive. I don't care. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a bit of a strange reality I've put myself in, where I feel like I need to optimize the single sword loot, and I do it way better in the Zulmak encounter when you get the sword again and you got to go around the 3 pillars instead. I pull that off way better. In part, I guess, because I can choose my rotation order, so I always go wizard, Shrieker, Knight. And that time as well, I got Wizard, Shrieker, Knight, and so I was able to pull it off with a single sword. So it's not that I can't, and it's not even that it's necessarily difficult to either. I think that would be false to assume as well. I think it's just a matter of, like, I feel obligated to when it's not really necessary, and so it's adding more pressure and stress to the encounter than there necessarily needs to be. When, like, there's dudes all over the place who will drop swords for me. It's literally fine. I will be okay. But I'm like, but I have this one, and I have 12 energy left, which means I have to use my super in a minute. It's like, why? What has motivated me to consider it like that? Like, why am I thinking this way, you know? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I'm just being silly for some reason. Was good, ho. I probably could have used my grenade a little bit later when they were all clumped up like this, but oh well. Clip farm the deaths. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm working on it. I have that process going on in the background. Yo, harrowing pariah, pull up. Is that tech? If I can, like, bait him around that way? I think that's tech, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm safe. Room 2. Okay. And here's the thing. So at what point do we think, like, how much time did I lose by getting that death in Pit of Heresy earlier? Because I personally don't think I lost more than probably an hour is what I would cap it out at. I think I might have lost about an hour. Oh, I just read your second text there. Or not second, the second chat there. The get mad bit. I don't know. I don't like making content out of getting angry. I know how easy it is to make content out of getting angry, but I don't know. Can I throw down? Oh, crap. A Silence and Squall over there. Will he chase it down if I throw it there? I think perhaps I do. Did I fuck up my chances by throwing that super? I might have fucked up my chances by throwing that super. I don't know. This chamber has 2 outs. And he's beaming down one of them, and that's the one I need to go out. Oh, yes. No. Yes. I just need a bank. I can, again, I've learned that I can ride this fucker's forehead if I really even need to, you know? I'm less scared of the ogres after I've dunked because I have options for how to not die. Once I have shit, like once I'm back in first person and I'm not being a bum, I don't know. We just run this up, and then we're back at totems. And then we do totem, and then we're back at that fucking running encounter. Or jumping encounter that I suck at. Because I'm a genius. Pick up the void charge. Run up here. Dunk it. It's going to spawn the knights. Let's get those first. It should spawn the knights at least. I think it does. There it is. Fuck. Alright. Run up on this knight. Pick the void charge. Immediately run it back. That's the only part of totems that I think is stressful, is that middle knight. Like the rest of this, it's just fucking run it down simulator. I don't know. Like that was fine. That was fine. That, I missed so many jumps there. But it's still fine. You know why? Because it's not up a cliff to try and get to where I'm going. Gun that hoe down before he even comes out the door. That's really bad. But you know why it's still fine? If that happened with the middle knight, I would have to bail. But it's still fine, because it's not in the fucking middle, like, an entire marathon away. I shouldn't utter those words when I'm playing this game. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Basically a slur. What is village? Am I missing something? Gun? What are you talking about? What is this man saying? Village gun. Please. No, I live this, I live this, I live this, I live this. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. Good shit. I actually straight up don't know how many stacks of Curse of Suffering, like, kills you. Oh shit, my game just straight up didn't work for a second there. He has to actually be rage baiting at this point. I don't know what he's talking about. Village, gun, folk. I actually don't know what he's saying. It's a mystery. Where is my FPS? I don't know. It stuttered for a second. Or not stuttered. It stuttered? Stuttered for a second there. Emphasis on turd. One drop, by the way? Hell yeah. Okay. We have to not jump off and kill myself this time. I know it's kind of a large ask. I can go here, for sure. Yeah. Oh, I found that's... What? Hello? What? Did it count? I mean, I guess it counted. That was very strange, though. Hello? There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's where I died last time, was trying to jump to that ledge. I think I need to get over there. But I also need to get over here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go this way first. And we're gonna see if this way provides me with an alternate route to the other way I need to go as well. I do need to get this way. Okay, that's what I thought. This is the hidden one. Interesting. Which one is this? Is this bouncy? Oh no, that's Vex Head. What? Very strange. Can I get here? I can go here. Okay. I'm being, like, super extra fucking cautious because it's gonna be such a shame if I fuck up to this shit again. I almost got squished. For sure it's this way, right? Like, I go this way and then I take a right. It's almost definitely right here. I lied. You can't go that way. Oh, no, but you can go this way. Okay. There it is. I found you. It's like playing evil hide and seek, bro. Can I think I can make this jump. Yeah, for sure. Nice. Nice. Okay. This is good. This is amazing. So here's what we're going to do. I need to go to the restroom real quick. I will be back. We're going to do the Zolmak fight. Hopefully I'm just locked in. All right, all right. I'm back. I'm locked. I'm Zolback. I don't know. Let's fucking go. I'm so ready for this shit. And then I can do Grasp, okay? And then I can do Grasp of Avarice. I feel good about this. I feel very good about this. Cradle of Damnation. Hell yeah. I don't, you know what I just realized? I don't know the lore of Pit of Heresy. I really don't understand the lore around Pit of Heresy. Like, it says Purge the Tormentor. Which, by the way, crazy foreshadowing, because then Lightfall dropped, like, 3 years later, and we got Tormentors. Anyway, though. Ignore me, I'm a crazy person. Basically, I don't know. Loki, what even am I saying right now? I have lost the plot. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't need the plot. You know why? Why do they... I don't like that they just fucking hunt me down. That feels like kind of rude. Come on, come on. Boom, got it. On to the next one. But yeah, I don't actually know the lore behind Pit of Heresy, like, literally at all. I don't know what Zolmak actually does. Obviously, he's a tormentor. So knowing how other tormentors work in the Destiny universe, he probably actually does literally nothing. I should try jumping around mid-boss fight. He probably won't be able to touch me. There we go. Void charge. I might have to look up a video later about, because I am actually really curious now. Like, literally, what even is Pit of Heresy about? Dude, so many shatters. This guy just gets fucked up immediately. I love how big the Heretical Knights are, like the Swordbearer Knights, compared to how little health they have. Like, it feels like they would have, like, a fuck ton of Eris Morn's Pit of Heresy. Dude, this guy might be onto something. Okay, Curse Thralls. Curse Thralls. Curse Thralls. One more. Not optimal DPS, for sure. But I didn't die to the Curse Thralls, and that's the most important thing for me. Holy shit. I might die to the boss, though. Okay, I got him down to, like, exactly 2/3. Not the greatest I've done at that damage phase, but it's absolutely passable. It's absolutely doable. The Exostrain... I'm going to have to, like... What the fuck? I just watched his ass walk off the map. Are we dead ass? All three of them. All three, by the way, literally just walked off the map. This is the Destiny 2 I know and love. Holy shit, bro. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. That was actually really funny. I hope more spawn in. Yeah, there we go. Don't you dare fucking strafe off the map again. Oh my gods. You have to be shitting me. You actually have to be trolling. There's no way. What the fuck? Oh, you know what I can do while I'm waiting? is I can activate some more resistances. Solar resistances, I think, would be helpful. Because the boss obviously does solar damage, and I'm standing in his fire attacks a lot. Okay, I just gotta floor this guy before he kills himself again. There we go. Jesus. Come on, one more. There we go. Couldn't even see his health. Okay. Now we go over here. Pull up. Come on, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. Perfect. Fantastic, actually. Oh, that's really bad for me. There we go, there we go, there we go. It's a little better. Do Orbs of Power charge this sword? Like the sword super? Instead of my actual super? So like if I pick up orbs while I have the actual super, or while I have the sword out, it just doesn't contribute to my actual super literally at all? Because that would suck. I would hate that. That would probably bother me a little bit. I genuinely, I don't know about that particular logic, though. Call it the sword logic. I don't fucking know. I bet that term's not related to the Destiny 2 franchise in any way, shape, or form. There we go, okay. Well, it's fine, because I already have another super anyway. I don't know what it is that I have proccing. I think it's like the Whisper of Hedrons or whatever the fuck. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. There we go. There we go. I floored those Curse Thralls way, way faster. Reload. Honestly, bare minimum is I get a third of his health every phase, because I think there's no world that I do anything more than a 3-phase, or anything faster than a 3-phase, right? Although, hang on. Obviously, I'm still 3-phasing, but the amount of damage I did in that phase alone could theoretically be enough to pull off a 2-phase if I did that twice. Okay. Hold the PH1. Hang on. Yo, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. Hold up. There we go, there we go, there we go. New sword, new sword. Who dis? Yes, there it is. Okay. It's shrieking time. Hell yeah, it's shrieking time. Come on. Keep shrieking at me. There we go. We go drop this fucker. I'd be curious to see, because I know apparently the sword slam, like the slam super like that, also damages... I kind of only assumed it would damage the main guy, the melee guy here. But apparently, if it also damages the wizard, I guess it would probably also damage the Shrieker, right? Like, that's a reasonable assumption to make. Come on, come on. There we go. Pick up Void Charge. I don't have a lot of super energy now. For sure. I have considerably more. After flooring just a couple thralls, so that's nice. Oh, you know what it is? I'm not dodging. I think I need to dodge to, like, proc my fucking Reaper. I should have Reaper active. It would be strange if I did not have Reaper active. Free dodge, bro. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I do, in fact, have Reaper active. Otherwise, that sidearm kill generated an orb of power for, like, virtually no reason. Okay. I don't think I need my super for this DPS phase. However... Nice. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. There it is. There it is. Pit of Heresy. Solo flawless. Hell yeah. All right. That's amazing. Hell yeah, dude. Cool. Okay. I need to go eat dinner. So that's a good spot to pause for now. The 40-minute run. Nice. It's a good spot to pause for now. We're moving on to Grasp of Avarice after this. So I'm going to go eat dinner. It's probably going to be 20 minutes. I'll be back. Please don't bail on me. Chat, I have returned. And I am so unbelievably locked in. Holy Quavinctus. Triple tap, rewind round. You can get both of these? What? Hang on, pause. That is interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Anyway, it does not matter. I'm finally moving on from the Pit of Heresy today. I didn't manage to do that on Monday. And I only managed to do it once the other day. But I'm locked in now. I'm so unbelievably locked in. I just realized when I set my phone down. I put my phone like right next to my microphone. Like where my microphone stand is. I probably need a boom arm, huh? I would probably benefit from that a little bit. Oh, it's so nice to be outside again. It's been so long since I wasn't in a dark, dank, shitty cave. Thank goodness, bro. I get to be outside again. What a blessing, you know? Dude, seconds per frame. Holy shit. Come on. This has to be enough, right? Come on. Oh, I'm so close, bro. That has to be enough for sure. There we go. It's crumbly bumbly time. Oh, you know what I should probably do? I would probably benefit from putting my surge or my resistances back on. Boom. Dude, I'm so locked in now. I'm actually so locked in. I almost blew up to that fucking curse throw the instant I said that. This bit is fine. This section is fine. I need to remember to switch to a Sparrow for the racing section instead of a skimmer as well. I might forget. If one of you can do me a favor and just hit me with like a, yo, you dumb bitch. Just in case I forgot, you know. I'm taking absolutely zero chances here. With this fucking pressure plate as well. Oh, ha, 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 ha. That was really as closer than I would prefer it to be. That. Boom. Boom. Alright, no problem, no problem, no problem. I'm not scared of the traps. I'm scared of me being stupid. Like, I'm gonna miss a jump for some dumbass reason. And it's gonna fuck me over so bad. And I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna make me so miserable because I'm just that dumb. Oh, this bit. Okay. This bit, I just have to be patient. I almost died there because I'm dumb. It's just patience. That's all this is. That's all I have to do. And for sure I know I can do it. God, okay. Because here's the thing as well. Is like in this series, with the 11 in a row dungeons, right? Is like the first 2 that I've ever solo flawlessed on their own, it was Shattered Throne and Pit of Heresy. Like I've got those. I've done those. That's it. That's all I have. Right? So, like, I need... I don't know. I want to say, basically, I've solo flawlessed this one, right? Like, I want to say that, if only because I lost the last attempt to a fucking random-ass Greg the Dreg. Just body blocking the shit out of me. Actually, the bane of my existence, by the way. I'm still a little bit annoyed by that. Like, I think that's... The fact that that was, like, a day 1 occurrence, and I already, like, I'm still... that's gonna follow me for probably most, if not all of the challenge. Is fucking Greg the Dreg. Nothing here, and then I know I gotta pick the door on the right as well. That's the other thing, too, is, like, I'm not afraid of the traps. I'm just afraid of being fucking stupid. Like, I'm gonna pull the wrong lever by accident because I'm just not thinking. And it's gonna get me fucked. It's gonna get me killed because I'm genuinely just being dumb. Come on. All right. Go. I don't think there's any traps in any of these rooms, as far as I'm aware. As far as I remember. You know, how reliable my memory on that is. Has yet to be determined, for sure. Pull that one. Opens the door on the other side of there. Actually, it opens the door over here. There it is, yes. Which brings that guy out. There we go. Fucking drag, bro. Okay. Now, I know the secret chest is up here. So we're going to try for that first, actually. Okay. There we go, yeah. See, that's a jump I feel a little more comfortable about. All right, there we go. All right. I'm locked. I'm locked in now. I think after this point, the only trap is, like, the lever to activate the Spire section, correct? Yeah. It's this encounter, and then after this encounter is the Spire bit. It is an ogre, so hang on. We're gonna do that, I think. It's probably a safe bet. Yo, why did he spawn up there? Yo, what the actual... Did he always do that? Is that a normal fucking thing? Am I just really confused? Not out of the question, but I have personally never noticed that before. So when I did this encounter a few days ago, what was my phase number? I think it was a 5 phase. I think I managed to get it to a 5 phase. Spares is the last trap. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I wasn't exactly confident enough to, like, fucking bet my life on it and be like, cool, we can just go silly. Again, I should know, because I got to the boss room. On, Sunday or whenever I was doing this. I'm trying to remember. I did get to the boss room, though. So, like, I should know. Did not pick up the Scorch Cannon. There we go. Come on. There we go. 2, 3. $13. How many do I need? I put in 14, so let's see. It should only be 6, right? No. How many does it... Okay, put in 14 and I put in 12, so it's what? Like 25 to activate, I guess? Come on. That should be the phase? Yeah, okay. That's a... I would say that's pretty reliably a 5 phase. I think so. Again, I'm not handling the fallen spawning on the right there as gracefully as I would like to. But at the same time, it's like I know I need to handle them because they are gonna fuck me up. They almost did when I was running this the other day. So, like, as much as I want to just hard focus the boss and get as much damage in as possible, they are kind of a safety concern. So, who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bum for that. Oh, that would have worked. Okay, I did not realize that would have worked. I thought I just fully missed that. Okay. Let me blow this fucker up. I love Shatter Grenades so much. It's actually so fun. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful addition to the Stasis kit. This should be exactly enough riches, actually. Hang on. Like, I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Gotten a little low. I don't like that. Take the time to go back behind cover, reload, reheal. Okay, that's potentially, if I lock in, a 4-phase. Very reliably a 5-phase. For sure. I'm comfortable with it being a 5-phase. I'm A-okay with that. But if I need it to be a 4-phase, I think I could pull it off. I don't need it to be a 4-phase, like, absolutely. There's nothing immediately demanding that it be a 4-phase, you know, just, like, time-wise. I have all the time in the world. Because they design dungeons intentionally like that. Which I actually do really, I thank Bungie for. It's really fun when you're, like, I guess you're figuring out a dungeon, like, day one. You're going in blind. You can kind of guesstimate at the mechanics a little bit easier. Just because you know that it has to be soloable, right? I guess that's a foregone experience now, because they're not making any more dungeons, which is kind of a bummer. But I don't know. I suppose there is definitely some people who still exist who have yet to do certain dungeons, and they have the opportunity to go in and do them blind still if they wanted. Boom. I am a little bit concerned about the Sparrow section, if only because I feel like I'm going to choke it for no good reason. Like, I'm going to get caught on some random dumbass piece of architecture that I did not need to get caught on, and it's going to be really embarrassing and really unfortunate. And just all-around suboptimal experience for the come on, there it is. Yeah, it's gonna be a 5-phase for sure. It's gonna be a 5-phase. Which again is fine. That's not really an issue for me. Yeah, that's a 5-phase. Not a problem. Whew. I also do, I love the mechanic. I think I talked about this last time as well, but I'm such a fan of the mechanic where you get your super back from the riches. It makes it so much less stressful of a solo experience when you have to, like... That's the worst part about... Because I think I did solo flawless Spire of the Watcher once upon a time. Because it's the Flight of Soteria emblem, correct? With the skull and whatever. I think I did get that solo flawless at one point. And so... Like, that was the worst part about the final boss, like the fucking... the Wyvern boss for Spire of the Watcher for me, was just having to get the fucking ammo and the super energy. And now that there's ammo meters and it's a little more reliable of an ammo economy, and you can like spec into it and everything, and you can get a little more intentional about how it works, I'm less worried about it, for sure. I'm less worried about it. At least on that front. This super is still gonna be a thing where it's just like, yep, looks like I gotta sit here and farm out my super for another 3 to 5 years, and it's just like this is the game, yeah. So, not the most exciting part of that dungeon for sure. Really, all of them, I would say, like all those bosses are kind of in their own right. Bullets. I say all of them. There's two bosses to that dungeon. But I would say, you know, in their own rights, both of those bosses are kind of bullet spongy. Reliable 5-phase for sure. Nice. Yep, that's A-okay. Pop that. What the fuck blew up? Was that an Acolyte grenade? I fucking love those things. They just show up out of nowhere. Can't remember the last time I like died to ones. They don't cause me too much grief, so it's you just kind of sit there and like laugh at them a little bit. I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna lose this run to an Acolyte grenade, and it's gonna be just such a shame. But hey, the good thing about foreshadowing like that is it's very clippable for YouTube Shorts. And you best believe I know about the YouTube Shorts economy, so. There we go, nailed that one. I think that's all I need. Let's get a couple more. There it is. And there it is. There we go. Good shit. I gotta remember to get the loot this time. I think I almost forgot about it last time. Got a cloak, okay. It's a 500 cloak. I will take it. I think I got arms earlier from the chest. My arms are already 500, unfortunately, so those are gonna be useless for me. I would have preferred a chest piece. So that is a bummer. Okay. We're putting on an actual sparrow. What sparrows do I have? Yes, thank you. He got the call. We're locked. Okay. I have... Maybe we put on the Flawless Sparrow. Put on the Trials of Osiris Sparrow. This one's kind of aura, I'm going to be honest. Ah, there we go. I think we're putting on this one. Alrighty. Now, hopefully, this means I don't choke the fucking Spire section. That'd be such a bummer if I do. And I know if I keep talking about choking the Spire section, it's going to give me worse nerves about it. And then I'm going to be more likely to choke it. So I probably should just shut up and play the game. Hello? Okay, we do a cheeky front flip. Insane gameplay. Insane gameplay. I'm so unbelievably locked in. Insane gameplay. Insane gameplay. I've never been more locked in. This is like POV I took my driver's test. Insane gameplay. Come on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. There it is. Alright. Type shit. Light work. No reaction. Non-issue. We're gaming. Hoorah, baby. Alright. That's probably the most stressful part about this dungeon for me. Is The fucking Spire section. Yo, hang on. No. Oh heck. Okay. I don't even care. It's a tier 3. That is that is my 5 out of 5 god roll. Holy shit. Thread detector, opening shot, small bore. Or even small bore or rifled barrel. Like, both of those are good. And it's a range masterwork. I would have taken handling as well, but if I've got thread detector already, range is probably going to do me more favors. And now we're here. This encounter isn't stressful. I think there's nothing that stresses me out about this encounter. Obviously, again, I can't just write it off. If I do that and then I die, I'm a fucking dumb hoe. So there's nothing that stresses me out about the encounter. However, it's just a bit of a tedium, per se, you know? So I just need to make sure... Why did I drop that? I don't know. I genuinely don't know why I dropped the Scorch Cannon there. Force a habit, I guess. Yo. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Like, as I was talking about taking the game seriously, I was like, I don't need to aim these shots. And then he dodges fucking everything. Turn. 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 There we go. And then I can actually drop the Scorch Cannon this time. Because I can just scale the wall and it's fine. Would it be faster to just use the cannon? Actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I keep running back here to, like, go scale the wall. But, like, I think it would actually just be faster to play the game as intended. I don't know. That's fine. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, these totems for this encounter are, they need 20 riches, so I don't know, let's get to farming. I don't have auto melee bound, so I don't know why that chose to unpowered melee. I'm using my powered melee, unpowered melee binds separately and on different buttons. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Hello, servitor. All right. Now be careful. Be careful. We're going this way. Perfect. Okay. And that's already teed up, because I think, if I'm remembering what somebody said the other day, they automatically spawn teed up to shoot at their objective locations. Awesome. And the second one is over here again. That's the second time in a row that's happened. That's so... I've actually never seen that before, though. That's the weird part for me. It's like almost always, I get that first one in the far back up there, and then I have to, like, fucking cross the map to another random fuck-ass location. And it's just annoying and a pain in the ass. But, like, both of the times that I've been soloing it, they're literally right next to each other. Hello, servitor. Now, I guess there is the benefit of not having to turn this cannon, because I didn't use it to, oh shit, oh shit, oh okay, well, fuck. I think I went out the wrong door then. I probably should have gone out that one. Well, fuck. Does another servitor spawn, or do I just have to move to a different area? I genuinely don't know. Three. Is it, like, up there? It is, in fact, up there. Okay. Can I clamber on this? Holy shit. Wait, hang on. No, okay, that's not gonna make it. That would've been really cool, though. Yo, there we go. Hang on. I think I missed. But that's fine. That is a bummer. I didn't mean to. What's funny too is there's a crazy inclined slope there, and then there's intentionally no walls, which I think is built very very intentionally to, like, if you just push it out the wrong door, you do just straight up roll that thing off the map. Like, it's really hard to get it to do otherwise at that point. Once it's kind of on that particular trajectory, so I picked the wrong door, I guess. Let it be on the record that I'm not great at knowing where balls go, apparently. Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, so you do only have to tap those for the servitor. Interesting. Very peculiar. And where are we going next? It looks like we're going back over there. All right. To the spot I failed originally. Okay. I'm a genius, by the way. I'm not going to drop the cannon this time. Oh, that actually did fire it up. Holy cow. I didn't think it would. Did I really need to use the cannon to launch myself here? Actually, hang on. Let's think. Let's think. Perhaps not. Man, I don't even care. It's so refreshing to be anywhere that isn't Shattered Throne or Pit of Heresy now. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. It's so nice. Unrivaled feeling, TBH. I've been running those two dungeons for probably collective, like, up to, like, 6 hours. No, it's gotta be more than that. It's probably closer to, like, 8, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so we're gonna let the servitor move over to that door. And then we blow him up, right? That's the trick. And so, hang on. We need to, drain all my riches real quick. There we go. And then we push them down there. Yeah, I just brought it to the wrong door last time. That is A-okay. Alright, how much time left do I have on this stream? I've got about an hour. I think physically I would not be capable of even beating Prophecy, finishing Grasp first, and then beating Prophecy in this next hour, right? So I think what the call is, probably, is after I've beaten Grasp, I think we call it for the night. But that is not a bad spot to be in. And then next time I stream, I will start back up with Prophecy, which will be a very refreshing way to start my stream, because all 3 of the streams I've done for this challenge before, including this one, have all started in fucking Shattered Throne. So yay me. I need to make sure the cannon is pointed in the right direction. Hang on. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Just while I'm out here, you know. We'll double check that. Boom. Hang on. Grab that too, because it's just right next to the Scorch Cannon, and I don't want to accidentally pick it up and then have to run back afterward. It's a whole whatever. God damn it. Oh, never mind, I didn't pick up anything. Nice. I honestly thought I would. Rolled it down there. And blast off. Good shits. Alright, no issues, no issues, no issues. No issues. We're at the boss again. What do we got? We got another Hero of Ages, okay. Shout out Hero of Ages. I stuck him again! Let's go! Let's watch this fucker die. Boom. That's so fun. Alright. Final encounter. As far as I'm aware, there's almost no void damage in this encounter. It's just a bunch of arc and a little bit of solar. Okay. Last time I was here, I got fucked by a fucking dreg. It was a dreg. I got all the way here, and then I got dragged. And it was a 0 out of 10 experience, and I would not recommend it to literally anybody. What the fuck? Fuck that drag. I hate that guy, bro. D1 op, genuinely fuck that guy. Now, pick up on my wealth. Oh, I didn't do it right. Okay. Well, that's fine. These fucking drags, bro. What the fuck? Alright, let me find the floaty snipey guy. There he is, this fucker. Nice. Non-issue, he's dead. Two. 3. 5. 10. I'm gonna sprint over to the middle and grab another 10. Before I run out of time, which I actually might. No, no, no. Oh, I got it. Yes, we got the 20. I almost missed that. Nice, okay. Alright. Smack that guy in the head. Kill this fucker. Make sure there's no fucking dregs when I jump off the map. For no particular reason. Oh, this is a good drop. Because they're... Oh, shit, I missed one. No, I missed one. Fuck, oh, that's gonna make bad time. For 20? It's fine, I got it anyway. It's A-okay. I do need to get to the middle, though, because I could just time out on riches. That would suck if I just forgot I was carrying them. That's the other thing, is I could absolutely see myself doing something that fucking stupid. Why? This fucker is standing on the air. What the hell? Okay. Just in case. Gonna hold up for a little bit. I am emotionally prepared for a 5 phase. That would be A-okay with me. We got 10. That's proc. Yes, it is. The boss does do solar damage, actually. Okay, yep, that's about a 5 phase, I think. That feels pretty reliable as a 5 phase. Okay, getting sniped by a Scorch Cannon. None of these spots are good spots to be in. I don't like it. Really, that only did a 1/6 of his health? Are we serious? How fucking tanky is this guy? God damn it. There we go. One more. There it is. Free super. Bam. And I already have the Scorch Cannon. Alright. We're just gonna go for it then. I think I missed that. No, I didn't. It's fine. We can recapitulate. Where are we dropping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 up top. 3 down below. And then we go to the middle. Okay. There's 3 drops per phase. And if I'm doing a 5 phase, that's 15 drops. So I've done 4 out of 15. That's almost a third of my drops. It's actually not bad. All things considered. I really should not have jumped up to that ledge, seeing how many dregs were there. One of them could have easily jumped down and fucking annihilated me again. Missed one, there we go. Four, five. I missed one. Please. Oh, I got it. Yes. Okay. Nice, we're doing good. 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 Did that not? So that one I missed. Okay, that's dumb. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. Okay. Make sure everything's reloaded. 50. Alright. I guess 60, technically. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. That was a waste of a grenade. Okay. Honestly, I probably could have used the grenade on this guy. That's okay. Dude, those spider mines are actually so fucking annoying. What just fell down? I don't know what that was. Fucking Grip Sprax, whatever the fuck his name is, bro. This bitch ass hoe. There it is. Nice. Beautiful, fabulous, amazing, wonderful. I can super here real quick, actually. There's literally no reason for me not to. Amazing, wonderful, fantabulous. There's 2 up top still. 3 down bottom. Let me go here in the middle. Come on. There it is. 20. Nice. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Alright, that is my 7th drop, so I'm almost halfway with those. Get all the fucking dregs before jumping over. I think this is actually about this damage amount, or this amount of health remaining, was like the exact margin I was at. What? Okay. When I died to the Dreg last time. So we're in good territory now. This is a good spot to be in now. This is my best distance so far up the Gauntlet ladder that I've made it. So far, at least. Any vandals? Any vandals? Hello? There we go. They're single and ready to vandalize or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Whatever vandals do in their free time. I just work here, twin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I'm locked, I'm locked, I'm locked. This is good, this is good, this is good. DPS. I don't know why he moved. It's the wrong weapon, there we go. Whoever the hell at Bungie said, yeah, let this fucker teleport, like, mid-damage phase. That's genius. I'm gonna need you to... respectfully, Okay, okay, okay. No, 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 I know when I know when I'm not wanted. I understand. Jeez, oh. Oh shit. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my god, I got the 10. Beautiful. All right. Hopefully that super deals with the parrot. It does. Amazing. Amazing work. This is amazing. This is wonderful. We're making such phenomenal progress right now. Phenomenal cosmic progress. Itty bitty drag space. I don't fucking know. It's a cheeky Aladdin reference for all 0 people in this chat who are going to understand that Aladdin reference. You know what? If you understood that Aladdin reference, leave a like on this stream. It boosts engagement. If you didn't understand that Aladdin reference, leave a like on this stream. It boosts engagement. Schrodinger's Aladdin reference. Dude, I love this Vandal, like, trying to jump over to this ledge and then just teleporting. Even he knows the dregs are gonna block him. He's like, listen, I've seen it happen before. back in Vandal Nam. It was a sorry sight. sorry sight to see those guardians. They fucking get body blocked, and it's such a shame. I don't know what this bit is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna... Come on, there we go. Surely that clears it, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. That one absolutely does, though. That's not even a question. Yeah. Is my machine gun loaded? It is. Proc the boss fight. Just a little bit too early, I think. That's okay. Do I get him here? Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh my goodness, there's no way. That was genuinely so close to being a 4-phase. That's actually a shame. Holy shit. There's no way that's how that happens. Hello, Spider-Man. It's like Spider-Man, but like a mine, you know? Holy shit, dude, my hand is like shaking now, so like every time I'm trying to look around with my mouse, it's like actually so hard to stay still. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Immaculate, even. I'm locked in. Scorch Cannon. Drop one. That fucking drag that I hate. Come on. There it is. I got it. It just blew up. There it is. All right. I was close. I was close. I was close. Nice. I'm ready. I'm locked. I'm locked. I'm locked. Come on. Oh, I gotta like steal my... activate my parasympathetic nervous system, bro. Come on. If I just say big words, theoretically, I'll be more focused that way, right? Dude, he just teleports across every time. I fucking love it. I can't get over that. It's so silly. Boom. Activated. Oh, why are they so far this way? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. There it is. Oh, shit. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. There's absolutely nothing to be worried about right now. I am A-okay. I'm locked in. I'm focused. I'm dialed. And we're gonna get this. I'm so close, dude. I'm actually so close. Come on. Kill with with Cryesthesia. I was thinking Salvation's or as Salvation's Grip for a second. I thought it was called like the Cryo Cannon because like Scorched Cannon. I was like, what? I'm not putting that on. But no, kill with Cryesthesia. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. For the build. For the build. For the build. Come on. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh! Let's fucking go, dude. That feels good. That feels really good. There it is. Flawless, solo, Grasp of Avarice. We got not a bad Ice Luna either. Another pair of 500 grips. Oh, dude, that feels so good. Nice. Man, alright. Grasp of Avarice. I got the shader, and I got the emblem, and I got Frozen Over and Unified Front. I feel like I kind of have to put this on, right? What, which do we want to get? I don't really care about that one. Well, let's put on the Pirate emblem. What is the time? That's a great question, actually. Sub-hour. Under an hour. 59:43. That's really not that bad at all, considering that was technically, you could argue that was well, no, that it just straight up is my second attempt at solo flawlessing Grasp of Avarice, doing it under an hour. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm also curious, what does this shader look like? Oh, that is really neat, actually. Very, very shiny. All right. Oh, dude, that feels good. Okay. I am 3 hours, 24 minutes into this stream. I have 36 more minutes until I need to hop off to prep for a different stream. So, instead of continuing on the Gauntlet into Prophecy, because that's my next up. That's the one up next on my list. We are going to call it for the day. We're going to call it for the day. And I'm going to go like eat something. I don't know. Or no, I just had food. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang around. But this is a good note to end off on. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. That is, we're gonna get Spire now. Thanks y'all for pulling up.